How's it going, movie fans? My name is Jonathan, and I am a man of movies. And with the Conjuring 3, or the Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It, coming out on Friday, I thought that maybe it would be a good time to talk about the two other films, starting with the first one.
Do you want to see him?
Yeah.
When the music stops, you see him in the mirror standing behind you.
Look what she made me do.
The Conjuring is directed by James Wan and written by Chad and Carrie Hayes and stars Vera Farmiga, Patrick Wilson, Lili Taylor, Ron Livingston, and Joey King. In 1970, paranormal investigators and demonologists Ed and Lorraine Warren are summoned to the home of the Perron family, who have recently moved into a secluded farmhouse where a supernatural presence has made itself known, and events are escalating in horrifying fashion. I don't think there has been a better establishing sequence in a pure horror film than the opening scene in this one. The Warrens, who are played by Vera Farmiga and Patrick Wilson, are gathered in this living room with these young women as they're recounting some paranormal mishappenings as the camera focuses on the infamous Annabelle doll for the very first time. And while that scene is scary, I don't think there's anything more frightening than right after that when we get the title reveal and the subtext based on a true story. And that is just another level of terror to think to yourself, wow, this could happen to me. And that is why the horror works so perfect in this movie. There is an unhealthy amount of jump scares in this movie, but they're not cheap. And it seems like scary movies always try to add in a scare, but have it be cheap. Or they add in a scare in a psychological way where it messes with your head. Think of a movie like Hereditary. But a great example of a balanced horror film is The Conjuring, because each jump scare is added in to move the plot along and develop our characters. And the imagery and lore that the camera shots get not only affect our characters, but mess with us, the audience, where even I had a hard time sleeping for about 2 or 3 nights because I couldn't get out of my head some of the scenes that I was shown. The Conjuring is also another great example as to why music and score in your horror films are so important. I remember watching a documentary on the Halloween film and how when they take away the iconic theme from any scene in that movie, it's not as scary or impactful, and it's the same case in this movie. The sharp violin scratches or the eerie ambiance is not here, like I said before, to tick boxes just to scare you for its own sake. It's here to tell you a story and tell you that you have a lot in store, my friend. And don't get me wrong, the horror is incredible, but I really think that the real reason that this franchise is as popular as it is because James Wan decides to focus on real people among real situations. The Perron family is being haunted by this demonic entity, but they don't feel like fictional characters. They feel like real people, like you and me. And the Warrens are so fleshed out in this movie that we're not rooting for the bad guys like we usually are. Think about your classic horror movies. We're always rooting for the villain. Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees, Michael Myers. Yes, they're bad guys, but they're so cool and have a unique vibe to them that we watch their films to see who they kill next, and the protagonist is the least of our worries. But that's not the case in The Conjuring, because Ed and Lorraine Warren have so much personality, professionalism, kindness, and grit to them that their relationship is what we're rooting for in this movie, let alone the entire franchise. To wrap it all up, James Wan proves that he is not a one-hit wonder when he made Saw with this extremely horrific and thought-provoking true story that takes a family dynamic among a prominent relationship with the Warrens and places them in striking and terrifying situations that make you wonder, could this happen to me? The Conjuring is a banger. Those are just my thoughts. Have you seen The Conjuring? What is your favorite Conjuring film in the franchise? Comment down in the comment section below. Let me know. But like always, like this video, share this video with family and friends, and subscribe to my channel. Till next time, movie fans.